future?
I don't know if we could afford him. He's very
please
expensive.
answer that. Please answer that. I want to hear that.
He's very expensive, and so far we haven't had anybody his color in there. So I don't know if we could have him in. But you know what? I'd love that. But I think more importantly, I'd love to do another movie with him.
Nobody my color.
Well,
Time to change the world. Change the world. Diversity rules. Here we go.
a big
Okay, so in light of the Knickers situation, in a video I did a couple days ago about how Tyler Perry was in an outrage when he thought he heard Brendan O'Carroll, aka Mrs. Brown, say the N-word, when in actuality it was Knickers, Knickers. There has been another story posted from an interview that Tyler Perry and Brendan O'Carroll did on The One Show, you know, of course, promoting their new movie that had the world premiere last night, but then this Friday is the Netflix premiere for everybody at home to watch. But there was a clip that I will add to this video. I put it at the beginning. It's, you know, let me put it this way. There has been a lot of N-word controversy, mainly the Joe Rogan situation. And I'm getting this information. This was sent from me from Metro Entertainment. I'll leave a link to the full article here so we can, you can read it for yourself if you like. But basically, the person conducting the interview asked if, hey, since Tyler Perry added you to this Madea film, is there any chance that Tyler / most likely Madea could ever guest star on Mrs. Brown's Boys? I believe that's like an Irish TV show on BBC. Brendan replied, he's very expensive, and so far we haven't had anyone of his color in there, while gesturing to his own face. Basically, saying he's very expensive, and so far we haven't had any black people on the show. That's basically the gist of it. So I don't know if we could have him in, but I'd love that. But more importantly, I'd love to do another movie with him. Tyler was laughing at the comment and then repeated "nobody my color" as Brendan gestured to his face again. And then Tyler, laughing it off, said diversity rules, it's time to change things, And then social media kind of had, thoughts about it. Brendan O'Carroll made a racist remark on The One Show and nobody called him out. Shame on you, BBC. Did Brendan just say Tyler Perry couldn't be in his show because he's black? The One Show, Brendan about to get canceled. It was a bit uncomfortable from the Mrs. Brown fella there. Did he just say what I think he said? The One Show think you would have just done the world a favor. This is no way the BBC can continue to show Mrs. Brown's Boys after that attempt at humor by Brendan O'Carroll. How do I feel about it? Was it a bit cringy? Yeah, I thought it was a bit cringy. But the fact that my question is this, and this is just an open question. I'm not really trying to say what side I'm on or whatever. But when somebody makes a comment like that, if the person in attendance who the comment was made towards doesn't seem offended by it, and they kind of either brush it off, have a retort, is it still offensive? That's just a question. I mean, I think Tyler Perry just took it in stride, like, hey, diversity rules, there's nobody in my color on the show before, so we could change that. And he did say that he pretty much, continued the conversation by saying, I'd love that, so I don't know if we can have him in, but I'd love that. But more importantly, I'd love to do another movie with him. So was Brendan saying, so I don't know if we can have him in, was that because he's black, or is it because Tyler's too expensive, or both? So to be honest, and I don't want to seem like I'm what's the word? Devil's advocate, or not trying to rub somebody the wrong way. Remember, folks, I'm just a fan of this stuff, the Tyler Perry content, hence why I review it. So I have no ties to Tyler Perry Studios. So it's not like if I say something where, wow, man, Brendan O'Carroll, that was offensive as hell. It's like, I'm not going to avoid saying that in fear of, well, yeah, if I say something like that about Brendan, then that must mean, I don't care for Mrs. Brown in the new Madea film, meaning that Tyler Perry Studio is going to reprimand me. No, I'm just saying this as a regular person. Just a regular person. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable to, hear that, but did him and Tyler have words after the interview? I don't know what happened when the camera went off, but maybe Madea will show up in his show, which I've never heard of, and that's not an insult. It's like I didn't know who this Mrs. Brown was until the first trailer came out for the film, so I don't know. It just seems to me like these two clicked on set. They probably had a bunch of comments, back and forth, off camera. So I don't really know. The way Tyler responded made it seem like these kind of cultural differences or moments came up time after time again. So I don't know. This was just something a lot of people sent me in response to like the Knickers video I did. So I mean, let me know how you feel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. For all we know, Mrs. Brown could have done some things in the movie that made this moment seem tame in comparison. I don't know, but let me know how you feel. That's it. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to hit subscribe and the bell notification icon and select all. That way you know what happens when I post content on the channel. You'll be notified of it. And if you would like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.